God is real, and I'm going to prove it using evidence in this video. I was watching this other video about God, and I realized how God was everywhere. Everywhere we look, there's God. Now first I'm going to define God by using my own made-up definition of God, thus proving that God exists easily, rather than using a dictionary to define God. My definition of God is a lobster. And as we know, lobsters exist. Now, if that's not enough evidence for you, Wikipedia has a great article all about lobsters, and you can go to that Wikipedia article, link in the description below. I also found a newspaper online that talks about lobsters and how they're everywhere, and that will prove that God exists. Now I know you might be thinking, well, that doesn't prove anything. I mean, you need actual citations and data and stuff like that. But that's just because you don't think there is a God. And I know there's a God, and you can see God everywhere. Like, a lot of people believe in God, so that must mean that God is real. I mean, we've even elected people that believe in God into the most powerful of organizations. So, God must be real. And how do we know that God is a guy? Easy. Because most of the people that are elected are guys. So therefore, God is a guy. And there are more men than women in the world. I'm not going to give you any citation for that, but I'm pretty sure it's true. Now look, like I said, God is everywhere and it's evident. And if you don't listen and believe, then you're just wrong. And if you say anything that's bad about any of this, I'll tell you to F off. Okay. So, I don't want to go on too long, and I don't want to make this too complicated for you to understand. So I'm going to lower my bar down to your level, because you're so dumb that you wouldn't understand that God exists unless I lower my words down to like a really simple level, because people don't like big words. Big words are scary. Now you might find big words in my dissertation that I've been working on a very long time, one that uses a bad pole as part of its data source. But what was I saying? Oh right, don't forget the fact that I have a degree and you don't. The only way to prove that there isn't a God is for you to get a degree and then get it peer reviewed by people that also agree with God to show that there isn't a God. Even though that's not a thing and it's a complete appeal to authority, that's totally how you're going to prove that there isn't a God. And I know you won't do it. People have tried and failed. It's just so hard. All the problems that people that believe in God have. We don't get paid the same amount that people that don't believe in God have. There's this huge wage gap between us. And everywhere you go, especially on college campuses, people that believe in God are often forced to do things they don't want to do. The only defense is to color your hair a weird color and like wear these red weird glasses or other shades, but usually red for some reason, I don't know. And like then you'll be seen by the police, but the police will kill you because Black Lives Matter. We need our safe space. And those sort of words that you always use that don't believe in God, those are microaggressions that trigger me. So look, bottom line is, God exists. And the wiki article and the article on that one newspaper, it totally proves that lobsters are there, and that's what God is, because that's what I defined God as earlier in the video. And I'm totally going to eventually make another video, in fact a whole series of videos, where I prove using more complicated words that God is real. Now, sure, you might think, well, 1 month has passed, where's that video? 2 months goes by, where's that video? You know, and eventually you might think, well, I'm probably not going to do that video at all. But I assure you, once I hit enough views and Patreons, see that sign in the background? That's there so you don't forget to give me money. I know, it's kind of weird. I have a degree and everything, but yet I'm asking for Patreon money. Go figure. Now look, I'm not going to prove anything to you because it's your job to educate yourself. Go on Google, type in God. You'll find God. If you're not, then you're not looking hard enough and you're not seeing it the right way. You have to experience God the way that I've experienced God multiple times in my life, and if you don't understand it, then you don't understand it because you're not one of us. And if you're not one of us, then you're evil and despicable and you're anti-God, and that's bad. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, like my video, follow me on Twitter and Facebook, and tell me how wonderful I am. Any negative comments will get deleted and muted and blocked because those are trigger words and they just make me so mad. I'm going to put on my glasses now. Okay. Alright, now I can see, wow, I can not just see God, but I can also see patriarchy everywhere. These glasses are great. They help me see the world the way I want.